now stranded on this deserted island in the middle of the ocean. And we're gonna be stranded here for the next 7 days. And that boat...
They took a ball with them. They gonna play with it, but I don't think they will have time for this because survival is quite interesting and time-consuming occupation. Oh, this is not a ball. Maybe this is a sleeping pillow. Yeah, but they got this to play baseball. Okay.
Why do we keep doing this? I thought it'd be fun.
Well, it seems like cameraman devices.
Camp here. This spot looks pretty good. So, I really got to work, but we...
Well, actually, these working gloves are great and the only good they have equipped with because they really secure their hands from the possibility to take damage of breaking sticks, twigs, wood and so on. Yeah, that's great.
Had to be careful because above you is the most
Sean, by the way, was shown in Croatia trip to the abandoned resort to help them, but he wasn't acted as an actor. At least here he is, or maybe he's just a worker, so they will not make all the dirty stuff of building, digging.
Started constructing the frame for our shelter on the island. Bro, look at these chickens over here. Hey, wait, stop running away. And it wasn't long until I found out why the chickens were afraid of us. Hey, what are we doing over here? Wait, what is that?
Oh, it's a knife.
Were you gonna try to kill one of those chickens?
Please let me eat a chicken.
We don't kill chickens.
Jimmy, what did you eat for dinner before you got here?
It's interesting that Jimmy is a guy who allows or disallows other people, other members to do the stuff they wanted to do.
Don't ask. We spent the rest of the day...
These guys are got lit by hand lamps they were carrying in Croatia. There's a lot of footage they were used, the lamps, so we see this light in action. Also the saw, which is, I think, great for survival situation, for camping, because yeah, it's very light and convenient to use while being light foot.
Preparing our camp, which would... And this is where we sleep.
Well, in Croatia, they brought mattresses to their site because I think he has kind of backache or some back problems, and so yeah, he spent a lot of money on the bed in his studio, in his room, but here we don't see any mattresses yet because it will be completely foolish to bring them and to show them at least. Maybe I presume that at least his place is just covered with leaves and has some good orthopedical mattresses under for him to stay healthy because he suffered a lot from this, and I remember in one video, maybe in Croatia as well, he said that his back aches.
That concludes the tour. We pulled over our survival crate, which contains food, water, and most importantly...
Okay, this guy is hidden, but his t-shirt is quite visible. Yeah, also we have some coconuts for a good picture.
A flare in case someone gets hurt. And by the time the sun went down, we had everything figured out, except one thing.
You see here, we see one guy lighting fire while the other one blowing it to start the fire. So the technique isn't correct one, because once the tinder is lit, it should be taken to next to your mouth and then should be blown to start the fire instead of just continuing sparkling the lighted tinder. So yeah, we see that should be done in that way.
Wait, hold up. Isn't sunscreen flammable?
I'm hoping to get some good sleep tonight, and I hope it doesn't rain.
Tomorrow we need to build a bigger shelter, and by we, I mean Dad over there is gonna build a bigger shelter.
I got you.
Oh.
Jimmy, you're like Mom, Sean's dad.
I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'll see you on day 2.
Oh my goodness, they are on portable beds now on mattresses. Where are the leaves? That just was a picture of lying on leaves. You see, this is the first layer we see here in this video, using mattresses and foldable beds instead of leaves that was building their sleeping place before.
During the first night of sleep, we tossed and turned a lot.
Camera with wires, so electricity is somewhere attached here from the accumulator or generator.
It's simple. We need to build up. We were busy gathering resources for our new shelter.
Well, I think shouldn't be done in that way. They should not be separated while gathering resources or discovering the area. By the way, what the hell is that? A yacht? I think, yeah, this isn't fully abandoned island. This is yacht, and on the other side there is a beach with people and so on. So yes, it is quite possible to be not an isolated island or a stranded one.
What's that?
We had 10 cartons of water, and now we're down to 6.
It's day 2.
I know. I'm gonna be the adult here and just say it. Everyone needs to be more responsible with their water consumption.
Well, water consumption. Yeah, this is the common scenario they will stick to in Croatia as well, when there is not enough resources. So they should brought more, but they didn't. So, or they did, but then they appear in that they have less water that they need. So they're making up a problem for this scenario to be more dramatic and to stick the viewer to the end to check to stay with this video.
I agree.
Wait, what are we agreeing to?
Sean, I agreed for you.
I got no sleep last night.
Well, we see that the palm leaves are the bed is completely abandoned idea now. They have fully shown their beds. They have their own beds. So this is camping. This is not a survival.
Probably the most miserable thing I've ever done.
There we go.
That's cool that these guys brought their fresh clothes with them. Well, was this day 3 or day 2? But they have changed their clothes.
Over the next 30 minutes.
And Mr.Beast and his friend, now that they haven't slept well the last night due to infected by insects, they are going to shift their daytime, which is great. The daytime is great to do stuff during the daylight. They should not operate during night because it's not a survival. You should stick to your timetable in order to get much as you can during the daylight. So they are going to shift this and will suffer more in future due to this time shift.
Probably the most miserable thing I've ever done.
Rope's still good?
Actually, I think this human engine of towing the boat is a great idea, whether they can change this engine by switching people, and yeah, this is quite great for them to get to their destination and not to be drawn. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you have plenty of rope.
I like this picture of the boat gliding